Hello, everyone. This is Terry Crosby, a Taylor Community Ambassador. And to my right, I swear for God, he is the legend, Mr. Tom Cole. Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Thanks, Supercross.
In the middle, we have our special guest here, Mr. Joshua Radtkin. Before we started, let me just tell you, he did tell me 2 or 3 times, pronounce my last name like this. So I did my best.
Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, there's some exciting things happening. Owner of the Glass City Wranglers, Mr. Josh here. It's been a hell of a transformation, Josh. It really, really has, from like 1 year to the next. And I think Taylor Automotive family has supported you every year.
Oh, yeah,
right?
it's been great. Yeah.
For the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, we absolutely love Taylor Automotive. We love everything you guys have done.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us with building awareness, your support, just the beautiful words you guys are saying about our movement with our connection in the community.
Thanks, Josh.
It replicates what you guys are doing.
Yes, yes, sir.
We really do appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for
I
everything.
appreciate that.
Totally honor us.
So we're going to kick it off. Josh, I want you to give us the juice, okay? Because it's been a lot happening.
Yeah. How much time do we have? There's a lot going on, right? There's a lot.
Gotcha.
So I had a 10-year plan, and part of my 10-year plan was on year 10 to be downtown.
Right.
Okay. So we just announced for our 5th year we're going to be downtown, right?
Wow.
So right now we're going to be downtown. So the end of this month, February 27th, is our first home game at the Glass City Center, which is a former Seagate Center, right? So we're downtown. We're right next to the Mud Hens. We're right next to the Walleye, and we're in the Glass City Center for professional basketball right here in Toledo. So we're super excited, right? So it's been 5 hard years of just nonstop, right? Like there's no off season for us. So we're always in the community.
Right.
So yeah, we play basketball, but there's more we do than just play basketball. We're getting in the community. We're getting in front of youth. We're out there making people smile. We're changing people's lives by saying, man, we believe in you. You represent us. We're here to connect with the community.
Right.
What else can we do? How can we get connected, right? And so it's been very beautiful with everything that we've seen with the results of our athletes getting jobs overseas.
Right.
Our staff getting jobs at higher level.
Yes.
Some of our staff have actually been hired by the Mud Hens and Walleyes, which has been amazing to reassure in the beginning, like, hey, we're doing something really good. If, the top dogs are looking at us and all of our guys and saying, man, we want you to add to our team. And I'm honored, so they kind of work with us back and forth between, the Mud Hens, Walleyes, and then also work with us. So, like I said, how much time do we have? Because there's a lot going on. But one of the really cool things is, with us going downtown,
Right.
we are now in a professional venue where there's not as much limitations with the prior gyms that we played at, right? So over the years, we had all these amazing ideas for fan engagements and business operations that we weren't ready to launch. And one of those things that we just launched is a professional dance team. So
Yes.
we have hired a lady who danced for the NBA and WNBA as our director for our Glass City Gems, which is our dance team, right? And so they are amazing. Like, we were in the downtown parade for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it was, the videos that we put together with them, the fans that were, on the streets were cheering, and they were seeing us in the public in the future.
And
it was great.
And let me just add, they are good-looking young ladies, too. I have seen them, okay? So I don't know who was responsible for choosing, but they did a good job.
Yeah. So they're just, I don't even know how to say this.
Right.
It's just because there's so much excitement with it that we haven't seen them in full action with a game yet.
Right.
But the amount of experience that our director of dance is bringing is going to be, top tier. Like, she danced for the NBA and WNBA, and so her experience, her knowledge, on what to do and how to do it efficiently is amazing. Her name is Tanisha Shellman. But yeah, it's a Glass City Gems.
And then, of course, you got Mr. and Tom. I'm going to have you pop in a minute. But then you have Mr. Buckets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, and let me just say this to you, I am just so proud of how you developed year after year.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
I really, really am. And I've always known that your end goal, right?
Yeah.
And it's not here yet, but we're getting closer. But
yeah.
you always say, we got to get downtown.
Yeah.
We got to get downtown.
Yeah.
We got to get with the Walleye. We got to get with the Mud Hens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your vision like you've created such a vision where you're there now, and I'm just so excited.
No, I appreciate
So
that. Yeah,
excited.
a lot of the things is, when you're starting up a business or an organization, you have this vision, you have this
Right.
belief, and sometimes it's pretty far away, and it's hard to
Yes.
stay focused.
Yes.
Right, and so there's a grind behind the scenes, and it's nonstop, and that's why I mentioned, like, during the off season, like, we don't stop. We're out
Yes.
there in the community. We're
Yes.
talking to as many people as we can, trying to form really good partnerships for like a two-way street, right? So we want to make sure we have great partners that can help build awareness and that are very similar to us with doing good in the community, just like you guys in Taylor Automotive.
Thank you.
Well, that's a great segue, Josh, because it reminds me a lot of what you're doing is kind of what Steve does. He's about selling cars because that's his business, and you're about playing basketball and providing basketball entertainment. But there's much more going on than that.
Yeah.
The development of the community, reaching out and bringing people in and getting them involved and lifting people.
Yeah.
So you and Steve have the same, kind of plan. But you have a new head coach too, Coach Schofield, I believe, correct?
Right.
He was with you the first year?
Yeah, so he was assistant for the first and second year.
Okay, so he knows the operation, he knows you, know him,
Yep.
so that should be a pretty positive thing. Seagate is, the Glass Center, I should say,
Right.
is really cool. I mean, what they've done, refurbed it, redone it, if you haven't been out there, it's a
Yeah.
neat place. So it's gonna be a great, safe, wonderful place to go,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Family entertainment, which is very cool. And I think, and nothing pejorative to the high schools, but sometimes it's limiting what you can do in a high school.
Yep.
Right.
Just their own liability things, and you can't throw T-shirts up there because if Cross falls off the top row and and then he's going to sue us and
Well, which is more like going to happen. It will happen.
Because everybody wants our T-shirts. I mean, people want our T-shirts, right? They do. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's such a positive going downtown. The synergy with that is great.
Yeah.
But you're so talented. You and your wife Jess are great business partners,
Thank you.
great life partners. Your staff, your board, you've picked people that are doing it right, are positive in the community. Cross is talking you up every day. But what have you learned along the way? Because it might help people that are new with a vision in business.
Yeah.
Because you had to have learned some really good lessons along the way of this whole metamorphosis of
Yeah, that's
of the
a really
Wranglers.
good question, and it's kind of two parts, and I
Okay.
might trail off. But what I learned is that when you have these ideas, again, they could be far away, right?
Yeah.
And like, I could see it, I can imagine it. I have the energy to say, "Wow, this can really work."
Right.
But when you're trying to find people to talk those things out with,
Yeah.
you have to be careful on who you talk to, because some people, can only see the, right in
Right.
front of their face,
Right,
right?
right.
And it's no disrespect to them, but
No,
you have to have those conversations with people.
it's called being
that
a
are-
visionary.
Yeah, and like, a lot of times you'll hear feedback and people will be like, "Man, that's pretty stupid," right? So that's like, oh man, but like, that can be hard to overcome, right? Because
Right.
because like
Yes.
it's very difficult. So when people are telling you like, I don't know if that'll work, right? But a lot of the businesses that are very successful are the people they're hands-on, right? And so like the Glass City Wranglers are a replica of what my wife is in the community. We're
Yes.
good people.
Yes.
Right.
We believe to treat
Yes.
everybody the
Absolutely.
golden rule.
Absolutely.
And we want to the second part of the question is during COVID everything shut down, but sports still continued, right?
Right.
And sports is, in my opinion, sports is the number one way to bring all different forms of life together.
Right.
No
to,
question.
To enjoy and celebrate and
question.
have, it's just a great connection.
No
and,
question.
support the same thing, right? And so we've learned that over 5 years is all these different forms of life, all these different ages, everybody from different backgrounds coming together as one. And
That's powerful.
we look at that and then
Right.
we're like, it almost brings tears to your eyes because it's just beautiful, right? It's powerful,
It
right?
truly is.
With everything going on in the world, again, it reassures, what we're doing, all the hard work, all the money we've put into this to build this up, to provide opportunities for our staff, for our athletes, and then also for the community as an opportunity to say, man, I'm really proud of being in this community.
And what you said, Josh, is so powerful. Cross knows this because he's been a great athlete and a teammate his entire life. He's a great teammate here at Taylor. But there's a documentary out now on Netflix. You were a young kid when this was happening. It's called Miracle, the boys of 1980, and I am telling you, I mean, I watched the real thing when it was going on. I'm an older guy, and it was mind-boggling that we could do, those kids, college kids, turn the world upside down and united our country. And they're just college kids, and they did the impossible. The Russian team was the best in the world. No one could touch them.
Okay.
And this documentary looks back at the guys now, and they're in their 60s,
70s.
Some, and you watch it, and these guys are crying on camera 50 plus years ago, the emotion that coming together, and they accomplished the impossible by believing in a unified team, supporting your teammates. They didn't want to let their buddies down, and they did the impossible. You're talking about the same thing. That's really what it is. And I think there's a lot of, I call them can't people. They'll tell you what you can't do. You can't do this, you can't go here, you're not tall enough, fast enough, smart enough, can't. Got to get away from those people and get in a room with people that, hey, why not? What they say, why not? So, and that's what you've done.
And so our mascot is named Buckets.
Buckets.
Yep. So
that's a pretty cool name, by the way.
Thank you so much. So, a lot of it, of course, is marketing. How do you market your business that something's already been around, right? So, his name's Buckets. So when you shoot a basket and you make it, they say it's a bucket, right?
Right.
So he's a winner, right? But we also
Don't forget his dad's moves, because he can get out too.
He watches you, man. So he takes notes from you, man. But also we wanted him to be a little bit different than the regular mascots, where a lot of the mascots are big and bulky, and it's fun, right? But we wanted to implement dancing, and so we hired a guy who does Michael Jackson impersonation. Everybody loves Michael Jackson, right? The way he dances, or at least you can look at our mascot Buckets and be like, he dances like Michael Jackson, right? And so that adds more engagement, right?
Yes.
And so with us being downtown, we're now at a point where everybody that's looking from the outside, right? Or if somebody has said, I've never heard of the Glass City Wranglers, let me look them up. Okay. Now you can see, everything about us is putting ourselves in front of the crowd to say, we're a professional organization.
Yes.
We're a real organization. Right. We're downtown. We have
family-oriented.
Entertaining, extremely good basketball. There's full concessions. There's adult beverages. There's Pepsi products. We're on Ticketmaster as well, all the other ticket platforms. Yes. And so we've done everything to just put ourselves in the position where anybody can look us up. They got 5 years of history online that they can look up, but then they can just feel really good about saying, I'm going to go to a Glass City Wranglers game. And then I'm going to go back. Right. And then I'm going to tell my friends.
It's a lot of fun.
And so, so it's beautiful to be in this position, although we haven't had a home game yet.
Right.
But we're only a couple weeks away.
I was just going to touch on that before we close, and just tell us a little bit about your team, this current team. What league will you be competing in this year? Because obviously people want to know that. Yeah. And just a little bit about your schedule, the first game when it kicks off.
Okay, so we are in a league called the TBL, the Basketball League. Okay. So you have the NBA, and then you have the G League, the NBA G League. Yes. And then you have us. Okay. Wow. So our guys are top tier. They're pro athletes. They're fractions away from potentially playing in the NBA or going overseas, just like you've done, right? Right. And the roster we have is the absolute best roster we've had in 5 years. We have 7-footers on our team. Wow. Yeah, 7-footers. Yeah, 7-footers, and it's like they barely have to jump to dunk. Yeah, right. Which adds more excitement to the game.
Oh, sure it does.
Yeah. Yep. We have 5 or 6 guys that are out of town that we house because we wanted to bring in really good athletes to increase the game of basketball for fans to enjoy. And then we have some really good local guys as well. So we try to keep our roots with the local community. Yes. But then also we're at a point where we're able to reach out and house athletes from out of town. But our first game is February 27th, which is a Friday. It's downtown. Buy tickets on you can go to glasscitywranglers.com to buy tickets and learn more information. See our schedule. Right. But yeah, it's really, really exciting. Yeah, it's really exciting.
Josh, I have 2 things to ask you. If local businesses, because I know we've had Taylor Nights and they were great for our company. If local businesses want to contact you and maybe have a special night, are there I'm sure there's kind of deals you work for them to bring their employees to the game and do special things for them.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun, and that's why people really enjoy coming to our games,
Yeah.
is because we do business nights. So if somebody reaches out to us, and they can just go to the website or
Okay.
all of our social media stuff, and then we provide discounts for group outings, and then we cater that outing to that group, right?
Got it.
And
Okay.
so like
Yeah.
that's how we do more for our sponsors. We do more for our
Right.
business
Yeah.
partners.
Our Taylor night was great. You made it a great night. It was fun.
Yeah, I think we had a money booth as well,
Yeah.
and I think Steve
Did we
gave
do
away
the cash machine?
Yeah,
Is that what
we
we
did
did?
cash
Yeah.
And then I think you guys did a free car.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
did do a car. Yeah.
So that's what's a lot of fun is, we just don't play basketball. We figure out how to connect more in the community and with
Absolutely.
our business partners and sponsors.
Yeah.
So there's definitely opportunity. Just reach out.
One thing I'd love to see, if you're a miracle worker, if you make this happen, I'd like to see a little trampoline. You don't have to get a big one, but a little one. And I want buckets to dunk on Cross. Get him under the basket, have buckets go airborne, and throw it down right on top of Cross. I think
That's all right. I've been dunked on before.
I think you might block it though.
No. None of that left to me.
none of that left in me. It's called hamstring.
Or Achilles.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, thank you very much, man. I mean, that insight was so valuable. We are so excited.
Yes.
Of course, we're going to continue to support you, Taylor
100%.
Automotive family. Thanks for coming in, brother. Really appreciate it. Love you, man.
Thanks, boss. Great job today.
Hope you enjoyed the Steve Taylor Community Connection Show.